Hi, this is Joanna again. I have a recipe for hot cocoa bombs that we're doing tonight, and I have so tonight these kind of look like Twix bars, but they aren't. They are called Vitabites, and they do have milk in them, and they also have vegetable oil, palm kernel oil, palm shea butter, shea nut butter, sugar, natural and artificial flavors, carob flour, soy lectin, and so they have milk and soy in them. So if you are vegan, they are not vegan, but they do have 0 grams of protein, and they are also medical food, which is one of the things I'm trying to promote with this channel. I've already melted the chocolate, and what I'm going to do now is I'll point around molds. And so I had to heat the chocolate in a microwave for about 2.5 minutes, and then I just stirred it to make sure it wasn't going to burn. And now I'm using a melting pot to keep them warm, so I don't have to work with them as quickly. But you can do this without also, but you have to work a little faster. But once I get these basted with the chocolate, and we're going to do 2 layers, I'm going to stick them in the in the refrigerator, so they have a chance to harden, and then I'll come back and we'll pop them out and put them together. I am going to have to melt the edges of them a little bit, and we'll put them back together, just so they stick. Our diet, we have to have everything really low in protein, because it could cause heart attacks or strokes if we don't. With most people, that won't be a problem. With us, it will. And this is most metabolic conditions that I know of anyway, that have problems with protein. But not all of them will have problems with heart attacks and strokes. They're all different. Our problem is methionine. You may have heard of PKU, and that one has a problem with phenylalanine. Get a little more on this one. And then there's tyrosinemia, that have a problem with tyrosine. And maple syrup urine disease has a problem with about 4 different amino acids. And that one has a problem with valine, isoleucine, leucine, and I can't remember what the other one is. But there are several conditions that we are trying to get covered with the Medical Nutrition Equity Act whenever it goes back into play, because it didn't pass this last year. And so that's a big reason of why I'm trying to promote these videos with the low protein products, just so you guys learn about what those are, why medical foods are a necessity. Just want to get them good and coated. I might add, you might want to check them a little more frequently. I did them like a minute at a time, in minute intervals at first, and after about 2 minutes I found that it was too long and it was starting to burn, so I had to stir it. So just be aware of that, and not all microwaves are created equal, and if you adjust the settings, it may help. So the stove is heated on low now, and what I'm going to be doing is going to be molding these together. Now, these are super delicate. They will break easily. So this is the last cup I have of these. These I got at the dollar store. They're really cheap, but not the best thing for this. But if you have a ring or something that goes above it, so you don't have to touch it, it is ideal. But you're gonna have to melt the edges of these, and you gotta work really quick. So handy if you have this stuff prepped already, because you don't have a heck of a whole lot of time. So we're just waiting for these to melt down. You're gonna pop that out, put it in here. Again, anything you don't have to touch these with is ideal. So if paper cup or a ring or something to get it above the surface is ideal, but the paper cups that you use for cupcakes will work too. I'm gonna pour a little of the hot chocolate in there. This is a peppermint hot chocolate I found over at Target. In fact, I could probably put a little bit more of the hot chocolate in there. And I'm gonna grab this out before it melts too much. And I am about to show you why this is not ideal. So, I'm gonna turn that off. And now I got to put these on to hold them together. So, this is where it doesn't get good. So I have to touch these and try and stick them together. This little edge that happened when I was making the original mold is actually a good thing, because it gives you a little bit extra room to work with. But what I'm going to do is pretty much try and use the chocolate to try and stick these together that we originally had from the molds. So I'm going to pour the water over this, and it should melt it, and all the marshmallows and everything should go up. So and there we go. And Happy New Year.